On the outside front row, we have your basic Chevrolet Monte Carlo. And behind these two qualifying third,
we got the drivers of those three cars right here. Driver introductions are on the card right now. We are inside 30 minutes till the moment that they fire the engines. Driver introductions, Jeff Gordon, Mark Martin, meet Kyle Petty. It's been a long time since he was up here in this neighborhood. You usually qualify about 33rd, and you're third today. What'd you do to turn this deal around?
I don't know. You're being generous.
Is he welcome to the party? Are you guys okay with him being up here in front with you?
You bet. I'm glad to see it.
Listen, the kid next to you has been winning all the poles, but Mark Martin, you popped a great lap here to take the pole for this race. What was the secret to knocking this guy off?
It was just going to take a great lap. We had a fast car, and I think that was the biggest secret, and we had a good lap.
What about that tire secret that you talked about on our show yesterday?
Well, people want to make a big deal.
You had an exciting lap. You about threw the thing out of the ballpark, didn't you?
Yeah, I heard they had that on TV. I didn't want anybody else to know about that, but it got very exciting coming off turn two. Everybody was saying, well, don't do it on your first lap, do it on the second lap, and for some reason I had to be bullheaded like I am and tried to do it on the first lap, and it bottomed out a little bit on me coming off of two, but we just made a good, clean, smooth lap the second lap, and we're happy with second. I mean, we figured we were about a fourth or fifth fastest car. We knew Mark was going to knock us off there at the end. I was already dressed and ready to head out the racetrack when he went.
All right, good luck, guys. There's your front row, Mark Martin and Jeff Gordon. And we want to talk now about this business of the 500 laps around this place will drive you crazy, but it'll be fun to watch. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Jeff Gordon from Pittsboro, Indiana, in the DuPont Chevrolet starts outside the front row. He qualified at 124.4.
Tell you what, Ned, Jeff Gordon ran on the outside about as well as I've seen anyone here at Bristol in the last couple of years.
He really did. That outside, especially in the early going, is tough to get traction on. Bill Elliott's caught up there way back in the second. And Mark Martin will go to fourth. He got caught up on that outside once Kyle got on the inside of him.
So Kyle Petty has the lead of this race.
Kyle Petty led the race in Daytona. Since then, he hasn't led, I don't think so. Got to feel good at the front of the pack.
No kidding. He's pulling away from Cope, Jeff Gordon, Mark Martin, Ricky Craven, Rusty Wallace, Jeff Bodine, John Andretti, Ted Musgrave, Jeff Burton, and Ricky Rudd.
And there Jeff Gordon goes into second place behind Derek Cope. Mark Martin trying to get alongside Cope.
A driver when he can get back down into that inside line without hitting another car.
Kyle Petty'd run awful good here if he liked the place, wouldn't he?
Jeff Gordon, of course, dominated the race at Darlington last week, led the most laps before being taken out in an accident. We're inside Mark.
Jeff Gordon took the lead from Kyle Petty on lap number 40, and Mark Martin inched into second as they rounded turn 2 of lap number 41. He passed Gordon to regain the lead on lap number 82. But the real story...
Jeff Gordon is the leader, Mark Martin second. The crowd rises as the green flag comes back out, and the Food City 500 is back under competitive condition. Jeff Gordon got quite a start as he has put some space between himself and Mark Martin.
Now, a race for...
It's Jeff Gordon leading the event. We have run less than 2 laps under green. After our second caution period of the day, Jeff Gordon has the advantage over Mark Martin, John Andretti, Rusty Wallace, and Terry Labonte. Between Gordon and Martin, first and second is the 12 car of Derek Cope. He, however, is a lap down in 16.
And once again, on the start, Jeff Gordon jumped out to a good lead. However, Mark Martin was on the outside. Once again, Gordon gets that good jump because he's on the inside, or gets ahead of the car that's on the inside, which is Derek Cope.
That Cope's car is pretty doggone strong right now as he closes up on the back bumper of the 24 car.
Remember, it was in the early going, and then as we got some laps on the car, it went away, but it's doing fine now again.
One of our people said that they were monitoring David Green, and he said he was bumped. He reported he was bumped by Dave Marcus is what caused the crash.
Looked like a white car that bumped him as he went in the turn. Dave's car is pretty white here today.
Meanwhile, right behind them is, once again, the 29 car, a lap down, and the leader of the race, the 6 car of Mark Martin. And Jeff Gordon, while Mark has caught this traffic and trying to figure out how to get by him, Jeff Gordon, the second place car, the DuPont car, has caught him. Jeff is saying, okay, I fought this traffic the first 75 laps. It's your turn to fight this traffic.
It gets tough when you come up on cars that are running good. Maybe they might be 0.2 of a second a lap slower, but it's hard to pass them.
Okay, here we go. The first three coming into the pits. And here is Mark Martin, Jeff Gordon, and John Andretti coming in for pit stops. Here's John Kernan in Andretti's pit.
It'll be a 4-tire change. John still playing the car just a little bit tight in the middle of the turns. Let's go down to Mark Martin's pit and Jerry Punch.
Right side tires already on, left side going on down. They got all the lug nuts on, second can of fuel in. He's also jacking away as Mark Martin is down. Here is Jeff Gordon down. Here is Rusty Wallace down, and a 37.
Jeff Gordon assumed the lead on the restart.
Just a little more than second position. Well, there's Jeff Gordon in third. Jeff has led a considerable amount of this race.
Jeff's just sitting there riding, I believe.
Race from Bristol International Raceway in Tennessee. Mark Martin running second, and Jeff Gordon is third. Loses the lead to Mark Martin.
And Mark Martin takes the lead, and here comes Gordon to take over second spot, and he does it.
Now Earnhardt is only 19 laps down.
And Mark don't care if he makes up a lap. He'll let him make up a lap because
gave him the opening he needed.
Gave him the opening he needed to take the lead.
So Gordon now is second, and Rusty back to third.
Great for him to stay out there and leave it out and get 5 bonus points. Very smart.
Well, Earnhardt's losing the lap again to Mark.
Rusty Simmons. There's the interval that we see. A second and a half on Jeff Gordon. Go to the inside, but the inside here is such the preferred line.
There's Jeff Gordon coming up on the back bumper of Morgan Shepherd. Shepherd is between, or was between, Mark Martin and Gordon.
Shepherd is being shown 3 laps down. 18.
Trust me, the 24 car is gaining on the 6.
Yes, that 1.8 second interval that we saw a little while ago is no longer. Yes.
It's nothing there right now. Jeff has been caught up in some traffic. Mark has been caught up in some traffic.
John Andretti be in that traffic, but meanwhile, Jeff Gordon is closed up right on the back bumper.
2 wins already for Jeff Gordon this year. He is 8th.
He's going to the lead.
Yeah, he's got the lead.
Something's wrong with Mark.
Gordon goes back into the lead. Mark has led 155 laps so far, and as soon as our computers pick over, we'll tell you how many Jeff Gordon has led as he now adds to his total, being back at the front. He's led 107 laps.
I just spoke with Steve Mill, guys, and he says that the problem is not with us, it's with the 24 cars, that our laps are consistent. But the 24 car has gotten quicker and quicker each time by, and so he passes and we haven't slowed down. He is speeding up.
Wow. That's pretty impressive, Ned.
It really is. Maybe he's just been sitting there not dominating this race like they've dominated the other races so that there wouldn't be all the heat on the Monte Carlo. I guess that's part of his strategy. But when the time comes to go, then go. Here is that traffic.
Yeah, Jeff's trying to, he goes to the bottom side of Davy Jones, and now Lake Speed going into turn number 3. He makes that pass easily. Here comes Martin, who has Michael Walters right on his back bumper. Michael is 10 laps down in 23rd spot. Jeff Gordon looking for his 5th NASCAR Winston Cup victory, but this, if he should win today, would be his first on a short track.
And his 3rd this year.
That's right, in only 6 races.
There's no doubt that the 24 car has been the dominant car of the early part of the NASCAR Winston Cup season.
Yep.
No doubt.
If he had luck his way, he could have conceivably won every event this year. He has led every event. more live coverage of the Food City 500 from Bristol, Tennessee, where Jeff Gordon is the leader.
You know, if you're wondering about Jeff Gordon, the leader of the race, yeah, he's still leading. How close is Mark Martin? Not very close.
But Dr. Jerry Punch has a report on Jeff Gordon.
Guys, a moment ago, the facial expressions of the DuPont crew went from smiles to frowns because Jeff Gordon radioed Ray Evernham and said, hey, the car is starting to miss. It's sputtering and missing. And they said, no, it's coming back. It's coming back. And then he called back and said, no, it's missing again. Now it's coming back. And apparently it has come back and has not missed now for the last 3 or 4 laps, but they are holding their breath here in the DuPont pit.
Well, they've got 56 more laps to hold it, and I'm not sure they can live that long.
But his lap speeds are still pretty good. He's still turning laps as faster than anyone out there. And he has a pretty good lead. In fact, he has a 4-second lead, just a fraction over 4 seconds over Mark Martin.
Boy, Jeff has a tremendous advantage when it comes to bonus points awarded this year. He has 40 bonus points accumulated. Dale Earnhardt second on that list with 25. Of course, you get bonus points for leading a race and leading the most.
Let's go to Dr. Jerry Punch of the 24th pit.
Remember I told you a minute ago that Jeff Gordon had said the car was sputtering a little bit, missing, and it would catch back and run okay. Well, he hasn't commented about it missing anymore, but better safe than sorry. Ray Evernham and the crew sent a crew member running back to the truck, and they brought back to the pit area a new carburetor, just in case they might need it. Hopefully they won't, but it's here if they need it. Bob?
They've only got 33 laps to go, and this one will be history as Gordon continues to lead. It is interesting to note that when Dale Earnhardt won this race here last year, he took the points lead from Ernie Irvin. Right now, if points were awarded at this moment, Dale Earnhardt would not be in the points list short, where they can run almost or better than 40 laps in about 10 minutes, Benny, something like that?
About 40 laps in 10 minutes. Right now we have 30 laps to go, and this race is going to be over in less than 10 minutes if there's not a caution flag.
And Jeff Gordon, as you can see, is about to lap the 43 car of Bobby Hamilton running 8th, but his separation back to second place, his advantage over Mark Martin is almost 4 seconds.
Yeah, he's only lost about a tenth of a second since the last time we clocked him, which was what, 20 or 25 laps ago. So he's not really losing that much time.
So he can't afford to sit behind. Oh, and what happened to Jeff as he came off the corner?
I think he got a little bit. I think he lost traction, got a little bit sideways, and backed off of it and said, "Hey, I don't need to be trying to be a hero here and straighten that thing out." He just backed off and let her straighten out, and then come back at him again.
And he was right on the back bumper of the 43, and all of a sudden, car just slipped. Now the 43 is trying to get by this. You know, that's a problem. Right now, the 43 car is trying to get by the 17. The 17 trying to get by the 28. You know, they're not as concerned about Jeff Gordon as they are themselves.
That's right. They're going to try to hold their position.
Because Bobby Hamilton, I can guarantee you, doesn't care who wins this race.
He'll get another position or two.
That's right. Would be it Jeff Gordon or Mark Martin.
Holding them up a little bit there right now. This car, just as Bill Weber pointed out, just not getting traction when he's off the corner. He's got plenty of horsepower there. Darrell comes down on the inside, and the train will go by.
Yep. The door is open.
It is just about 4 o'clock Eastern time. For those of you joining us, welcome to the closing laps of the Food City 500. Only 24 to go. The leader is on the right side of your screen. That is Jeff Gordon, car number 24. In 1/2 hour at 4:30, our Shop Talk presentation tonight, or this afternoon, will feature Bill Elliott, who is 14th, 3 laps down.
Bobby Hamilton has moved into that 7th spot. Darrell Walker to 6th. There we see the Autolite field summary.
Now there's just 8 cars in the lead lap.
Now Dale Jerry's actually lapped down, so 7 cars now in the lead lap.
Yeah, 7 cars.
It looks like Jeff Gordon is kind of content to follow these 2 cars. And you see Jeff Gordon, they're not outrunning Jeff Gordon right now. Jeff has just backed off and said, these guys are racing for position. I'm not going to get up there because right now Mark Martin is not gaining on me. I might be even gaining on Mark Martin, the second place car, so let these guys race. I'll ride to the end, which is only 17 laps from now.
17 laps to go, and that is exactly the message that the crew is conveying to Jeff Gordon.
Yeah, he's almost 6 seconds ahead now, so he is gaining on Mark Martin, so he does not need to take any chances whatsoever.
It's a 5.6 second interval between Jeff Gordon and second place Mark Martin. And Mark goes back out onto the racetrack, but he is a lap down. There is the leader, Jeff Gordon, 8 laps to go. This is a guy that we have watched grow up on ESPN from Thursday night and Saturday Night Thunder. But if he wins this race today, it'll be his first victory on ESPN.
Really? That's right. That's right.
Huh. He's won a couple of races that we've been involved in on ABC, but he's never won an ESPN race.
Well, actually, Mark Martin is 2 laps down now. He
lost another one.
He lost a lap as he was coming into the pits, and then changing the tire, lost another lap.
Jeff Gordon, born in California, grew up in...
What's he doing way up there?
What is he doing?
Man, there's loose stuff up there, Jeff. Boy,
that'll get you in trouble in a hurry.
Just 5 laps to go.
I tell you what, Mark Martin had a tire go down. You know, could Jeff Gordon be having to say,
second, and this man, Darrell Waltrip in third, followed by Hamilton and Rudd. There is Mark Martin just ahead of the 24 car. Tough break has dropped him down to 9th.
Sterling Marlin is all over the track. I think he has a flat tire.
He must have a flat tire. The right rear is flat. The right rear is flat on the 4 car.
But there's only 2 more laps.
Jeff Gordon, you know that his tire is it's white flag for Gordon.
1 more lap for Jeff. But anything can happen.
The 12 car's up in front of him. I think he has a flat tire going into turn 3, but he's up high on the racetrack.
Here comes Jeff off the 4th corner. Is he going to win it? Yes, he will. Jeff Gordon takes the checkered flag and wins his first career short track. Here's John Kernan.
With Ray Evernham. And Ray, were you worried at all? I mean, you saw Mark come in with a flat tire. Sterling apparently a flat tire.
Yeah, we were really worried, you know. But like I always say, got to thank God first, and everybody else second. You know, Jeff drove a great race. These guys did a great job in the pits. Goodyear brought us an excellent tire, and you know, I really thought that we were beat today, but we kept working on that thing, and that kid's an awesome driver. I really can't tell you, he's really got this team pumped up.
Well, you remember what Ray said last year, being with Jeff Gordon is like winning the lottery.
The young man who grew up in Indiana because that was one of the few states that allow a 13-year-old to drive a sprint car. Jeff Gordon has won for the 3rd time this year in NASCAR Winston Cup competition. He is still in his car in victory lane, and in just a moment he's going to be stepping out of the car. Here he is, to the thunderous applause of the crowd.
Hey! Yeah!
Here's Jerry Punch.
And they're hand slapping and congratulating down here in victory lane as Gordon gets up, and he wants those folks to be able to see. Congratulations, Jeff, on an outstanding effort.
Hey, this just took this team to a new level. You know, short tracks where we've always had our trouble, we've always had our problems here at Bristol, and I'm just I'm just happy all 4 fenders are left on this thing. That was our goal, and man, we've had good cars here in the past, but you know, this is wonderful. I gotta thank DuPont Automotive Finishes. They've been great. Gotta thank Valvoline. The Goodyear tires were excellent, and gotta say hey to Coca-Cola too. Thanks a lot.
Got to ask you, with 100 laps to go, Mark was leading the race, you're running second, and suddenly you just zipped by and took off. Were you holding back and sort of saving the car?
No, not at all. You know, my car just took a while to come in, and we never ran long enough green flag laps. My car was tight. It was tight. These guys kept loosening up all day long, and all of a sudden, that last stop, they got it just right. It wasn't very good on new tires, and them guys got out away from me, but all of a sudden, man, that thing just, I don't know what, it's like it just hooked onto a rail and just took off. I mean, it was driving itself. My foot fell asleep, and it was hurting so bad before I got by Mark, and then after I got by Mark, I didn't even know I had it asleep, and it's still hurting.
Little race car medicine. Now, we heard you comment that the car may have had a miss or sputtered a little bit, and the guys in the pit started scrambling, looking for carburetors. So what was that?
I have no idea. You know, I didn't know how far we could go on gas. I thought maybe we ran out of gas. I switched the ignition boxes. Never felt it again. You know, it's a scary moment, but you know, when it's your day, it's your day. Nobody's going to take it away from you.
At Bristol International Raceway, the Food City 500 has been won by Jeff Gordon. By the way, Jeff Gordon led 204 of the 500 laps here today. Then for Jeff Gordon, as we indicated, it's his third victory in 6 events this year when the checkered flag dropped. Congratulations to Jeff Gordon on his 3rd win of 1995. For Ned Jarrett, Benny Parsons, Bill Weber, John Kernan, and Dr. Jerry Punch, this is Bob Jenkins. Thanks for joining us for now. So long, everyone.